They will tell you wealth is complicated. They will tell you it belongs to the lucky, the privileged, the chosen ones. They will tell you it requires a perfect plan, a perfect market, a perfect moment. But here is the truth. The truth no one teaches you. The truth most people guard with their lives. Wealth is not something you chase. It's something you become. It is the natural byproduct of a mind trained to see opportunity where others see obstacles. A mind disciplined enough to act while others are waiting for approval. A mind courageous enough to persist when everyone else is folding. Every story of true wealth begins in the same place. It starts long before the money shows up. It starts long before the world applauds. It starts in the invisible chambers of the human mind, with a decision, a belief, a spark. Carnegie began with nothing but an idea that steel could reshape a nation. Ford began with nothing but the audacity to believe that the car wasn't a luxury, but a necessity. Edison began with nothing but a relentless obsession to bring light to the world. They were not rich when they began. They were rich inside long before they were rich outside. And this is the part no one teaches you. Wealth is a mindset before it is a lifestyle. Wealth is a philosophy before it is a bank account. Wealth is a spiritual posture, a stance, a way of seeing yourself and the world. Most people want the reward without the internal transformation. They want the harvest without planting the seeds. They want the victory without enduring the battle. But every wealthy mind understands this simple, immovable truth. You must grow into the person capable of holding the wealth you seek. Because wealth is not fragile. You are. Wealth demands stability. It demands clarity. It demands discipline. Not the discipline you show the world, but the discipline only you will ever witness. The discipline to stay focused when distractions scream for your attention. The discipline to remain calm when uncertainty surrounds you. The discipline to build quietly while others are loudly wasting their potential. Listen carefully. If your mind is cluttered, money will slip through it like water through open hands. If your vision is scattered, your efforts will scatter with it. If your identity hesitates, your results will reflect that hesitation. The world teaches you how to earn a wage. But no one teaches you how to build wealth, because true wealth is built on foundations most people will never see. Clarity, belief, purpose, courage, persistence, self-command. Not one of these can be bought. Not one can be faked. Not one can be inherited. This is the truth they don't write in textbooks, the truth they don't teach in schools. Wealth begins when you stop acting like a prisoner of circumstance and start behaving like the architect of your destiny. It is built by people who no longer wait for permission, by people who stop blaming the economy, the government, their past, their environment, and start building from where they stand. Because every moment you spend complaining is a moment someone else is creating. Every minute you spend doubting is a minute someone else is developing. Every hour you spend wishing is an hour someone else is working. And one day, those who were busy creating, developing, and working will stand where they once dreamed, while those who complained, doubted, and wished will still be standing exactly where they started. Wealth is the great divider, not because of money, but because of mindset. Some people think small because thinking big terrifies them. Some people fear failure because they never trained their mind to withstand it. Some people retreat at the first sign of pressure because they never learned that pressure is the birthplace of greatness. But not you. You are here because something inside you refuses to stay small. Something inside you refuses to believe the story you were handed. Something inside you is roaring, pushing, demanding that you rise. You feel it, that pull, that tension, that internal fire that refuses to die out. It is the same fire that lived in every dreamer who changed the world. It is the same fire that whispers, "You were meant for more, and you know it." And wealth, true wealth, responds to that fire. It is not attracted to desperation. It is not attracted to fear. It is not attracted to half-hearted commitment. It is attracted to certainty, the certainty of someone who knows who they are becoming, long before the world knows their name. This is why your thoughts matter. This is why your daily actions matter. This is why your habits matter. Not because they make you productive, but because they make you powerful. Your mind is the first factory. Your beliefs are the first blueprints. Your habits are the first workers. Your identity is the first foundation. Everything else, the success, the opportunities, the breakthroughs, come after. And if you want to understand wealth, truly understand it, you must understand the internal architecture required to hold it. Because wealth is not simply accumulated, it is summoned. It is drawn into the life of the individual who has aligned their thoughts, their purpose, and their actions so completely that success becomes a natural consequence, not an accidental reward. Look at every titan history has ever produced, and you will see this alignment clearly. Henry Ford didn't just build an automobile, he built a new way of thinking. He envisioned a world where the average man could own what only the wealthy once possessed. People mocked him, doubted him, ridiculed him, yet he remained unwavering. Not because he had money, he didn't, but because he had direction. Direction is wealth's first requirement. A person with no direction cannot build wealth, because wealth is magnetized to purpose. It enters the life of the individual who knows why they are moving, not just where they want to go. This is where most people get it wrong. They list goals. They make wish lists. They talk about their dreams with excitement, but no foundation. They want success to feel like magic, but they refuse to engage in the process that actually produces it. Edison spent 10,000 attempts searching for the right filament for the light bulb. 10,000 failures, but internally, not a single defeat. Why? Because his purpose was non-negotiable. Because he made a decision that the world needed light, and he would be the one to deliver it. Wealth bows to that level of commitment. It kneels to that kind of certainty. When your resolve becomes so strong that failure cannot sway you, life starts to reorganize itself around your intention. People show up. Opportunities appear. Resources align. Not because circumstances changed, but because you did. You can only attract what you have evolved to receive. This is why the wealthy think differently. This is why they see what others overlook. This is why they act when others hesitate. They have trained their mind to interpret challenges as invitations, to interpret obstacles as assignments, to interpret setbacks as feedback. They don't crumble. They calculate. They don't retreat. They refine. They don't panic. They pivot. Every great fortune in history was forged in chaos. When the world saw disaster, the wealthy saw direction. When the masses froze in fear, the wealthy searched for opportunity. When others complained about instability, the wealthy built stability for millions. Disney was bankrupt multiple times before he changed the entertainment industry forever. His ideas were rejected, his dreams were dismissed, his finances were shattered. Yet he stood in front of empty fields, pointed at what looked like nothing, and said, "Here, this is where the world will come to dream." This is wealth, the ability to see value before value exists, the ability to believe in a vision no one else can see, the ability to maintain faith when circumstances give you every excuse to surrender. Understand this. The universe does not reward doubt. It does not respond to uncertainty. It does not invest in the individual who refuses to invest in themselves. You must choose your vision with conviction. You must guard it with discipline. You must protect it from the opinions of the small-minded. You must feed it daily with thought, effort, and belief, not because the world requires it, but because you do. Your vision is the birthplace of your wealth, and the moment you stop feeding that vision, it starves, it shrinks, it dies. This is why clarity matters. Without clarity, effort becomes wasted motion. Without clarity, you build without direction. Without clarity, you mistake movement for progress. A wealthy mind does not move blindly. It moves with intention. Every action is connected to a purpose. Every habit is aligned with a future. Every sacrifice is made with awareness. You cannot become wealthy accidentally. You must do it deliberately. You must rise each morning with a mind that refuses to operate on autopilot. You must think beyond survival, beyond comfort, beyond today. You must think in decades while others think in weekends. This is what separates the wealthy from the average. The wealthy are builders. The average are maintainers. Builders create what does not yet exist. Maintainers protect what they already have. Builders see opportunity in problems. Maintainers see problems in opportunities. Builders ask, "How can I?" Maintainers ask, "What if it goes wrong?" And the difference between these two questions is the difference between a life of abundance and a life of limitation. If you want wealth, you must stop thinking like a maintainer. You must allow your mind to expand beyond fear, beyond scarcity, beyond the conditioning you inherited from people who never experienced the kind of future you're trying to create. No one teaches this. No one explains this, because most people have never lived it. They tell you to work hard, but hard work without direction is the foundation of exhaustion, not wealth. They tell you to save, but savings are powerless without investment.